It's in the game.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stallions have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Can't hang on, he muffs it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. So the BYU Cougars offense will start this game off. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
He'll toss it across the 45. It's a running room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's in open space downfield. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Now the pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass, it's Retzlaff. Using his feet to buy time. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off the...
Back's going for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The Stallions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves.
There he goes! Turning on the Jets! They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a seam wide open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Stallions have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Stallions line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Quarterback making checks. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He's loose. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Martin. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Cougars. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this.
And now this offense will take the field again. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll try the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the option, breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Might be calling a hot route. On the run, it's Martin. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. But jet sweep pass. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass. Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Stallions will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I...
Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Cougars will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Reads it, fires complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Williams. What a cut, now he's loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Stallions are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
The Stallions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, BYU! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. On first down from their own 22. Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Showing off the arm. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll toss it. And some room to work. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Grimes. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many...
Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stallions.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
BYU lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Grimes. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Stallions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll pitch it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He'll keep it himself. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve.